Good afternoon, this is Jorge Aguirre Echevarria, forecaster of the Tropical Analysis Forecast Branch of the National Hurricane Center with the Tropical Atlantic Marine Weather Briefing, valid through Friday morning, July 21st, 2023. The 12Z surface analysis shows high pressure that extends from the Central Atlantic westward across Florida and into the Gulf of Mexico. The high pressure remains rather weak at the present time. South of the high pressure, we see a series of tropical waves that extends from the tropical North Atlantic waters westward into the Caribbean Sea. In summary, no gale force or storm force winds are expected through the next 5 days, and no very large swell of 12 feet or greater are expected as well. The 7-day graphical tropical weather outlook only shows what's now downgraded subtropical depression Don located well north of the area. No other systems are presently being featured in the outlook. 24-hour forecast valid Monday morning shows the high pressure extending from the Atlantic west-southwestward across Florida into the Gulf of Mexico. To the south of the high, we see the tropical waves moving westward through the Caribbean Sea, with the pressure gradient between the high and lower pressure over Colombia, inducing fresh to strong winds north of Colombia into the central Caribbean Sea, along with wave heights reaching about 9 to 10 feet. On Tuesday morning, the same features are in play as high pressure continues with the north central Atlantic, with the pressure gradient continuing to cause mainly fresh to locally strong winds in the central part of the Caribbean Sea, along with wave heights of about 8 or 9 feet. Another tropical wave is noted in the tropical Atlantic waters, moving westward. By Wednesday morning, we see the high pressure gradient creating fresh to strong winds over the central part of the Caribbean Sea, with seas about 9, maybe 10 feet in some spots. Tropical wave now over the western Caribbean Sea at that time, and the other tropical wave with the tropical Atlantic waters well east of the Caribbean. We also see subtropical depression Don shifting a little bit south, with maybe some moderate to fresh winds just touching 31 north at the time, with maybe seas about 7 feet just along the border, 31 north and about 45 west. By Thursday morning, we see an enhancement of the trades in the Caribbean Sea, with mostly strong winds over the central Caribbean Sea at that time, with seas reaching about 10 feet. We see more fresh to locally strong winds in the western Caribbean Sea, north of the Gulf of Honduras, and some pulsing fresh winds just north of Hispaniola at the time. Elsewhere, moderate to fresh winds over the tropical Atlantic waters. And by Friday morning, we see little change in the Caribbean Sea, with the fresh to strong winds continuing over the central part of the sea, seas reaching about 10 feet, fresh winds north of Hispaniola at that time, and some moderate to possibly fresh winds just north of 30 north, east and northeast of northeast Florida at that time. This concludes the Tropical Atlantic Marine Weather Briefing issued on Sunday, July 16th. The next briefing will be available Thursday, July 20th by 5 p.m. This is Jorge Aguirre Echevarria of the Tropical Analysis and Forecast Branch of the National Hurricane Center. And remember, you can always get the latest graphics and information at www.hurricanes.gov/marine. Thank you and have a good afternoon.